I'm now going to read Oh Say, Can You Say? By Dr. Seuss. Said a book-reading parrot named Huey, the words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finny's dinner. Finny also has some fresher fish, that's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is the freshest fish. And Finny says with pride, the finest fish at Finny's is my freshest fish, French fried. So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finny's. If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finny fries. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out of his left front shin. Then we have to call in Pinner Blin, who comes with his handy shin pin bin and with a thin Blin shin bone pin. Blin pins Din's shin bones right back in. Bed spreaders spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butters on breads. And that bed spreader better watch out he's spreading. Watch out how he's spreading. Or that bread spreader's sure going to butter his bedding. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are. To gobble green grapes cakes. They're great. Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in the mirror and see what I say. And then I just say what I see. You should leave your grocs home when you travel by air. If you take them along, they charge the double fare. And your grocs must be packed and locked up in a grocs box, which costs much more, than a little old fox box. So it's heaps cheaper, and a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes, than waste all that money on boxes for groxes. And what do you think costs more, a simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that a single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips in a chop at Skipper Zip's chipper ship chip chop chop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up, the next one's easy. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. You should know the first names on the Fudd brothers. You like to pile each on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd, Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud, and then come Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud, also Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky, Stinky, and Stewart and Stud, and down at the bottom is poor little Lud, but if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud. There they all are. We have two ducks, one blue and one black, and when our blue duck goes quack, 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 our black duck quickly quacks back. The quacks, blue quacks, make her quite a quacker, but black is quicker, quacker backer. And speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks and stacks and sacks and shacks and schnacks. So you can you say, I've cracks in my shack, I've smoke in my stack, and I think there's a schnack in the sack of my back, on my back. Upon an island is hard to reach, the east beast sits upon his beach. Upon the west beach sits the west beast. Each beach beast thinks he's the best beast. Which best beast is best? Well, I thought at first that east was the best and the west was the worst. Then I looked again from west to the east, and I liked the beast on the east beach least. Pete Briggs Pat's pigs, Briggs Pat's pink pigs, Briggs Pat's big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. Pete Briggs pats his pigs, pink pigs, all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his patted pigs away in Pete Briggs' big pig's pig pen. Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. And Fred feeds Fritz with ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when Fred has often said, I'm a Fred fed. Fred's a Fritz Fred. How to tell a klotz from a glotz. Well, the glotz, you will notice, has lots of black spots. The klotz is quite different with lots of black dots, but the problem is that the spots on the glotz are about the same size as the dots on a klotz. So you have to spot what the only dots is. Then it's easy to tell who the klotz or glotz is. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's cat, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cat, or a flapjack flapper in a flapjack cap? Or, if you think you don't like cops, caps, flapjack flappers, or cupcake cooks caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes cookie captain caps. Well, when Blinn comes home tired from his work pinning shins, the happiest hour of old Blinn's day begins. Mr. Blinn is the father of musical twins, who tuck twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with twin Blinn violins. And oh, so you can say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn. Trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-string, twin mandolin. If you hope to wash off soup with a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soup off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's super soap off hoops soak suds. Well, that was definitely one of the most difficult books I've ever read. Maybe you can try and read along, see if you can do it better than me. Thank you.